Good morning, children. We have to learn a new lesson in civics or political science. Last day we have completed one lesson in civics or political science, that is Constitution of India. Now we have to start a new lesson known as Fundamental Rights and Duties. Regarding fundamental rights and duties, last year we have studied so many things. First we have to learn about fundamental rights. What is the meaning of fundamental rights? That we have learned. What is mean by fundamental rights? Or what do you mean by fundamental rights? We have studied. What is the meaning of fundamental rights? Fundamental rights are those basic rights which are given by Indian Constitution to the people, that is known as fundamental rights. We know that without learning some basic things, we cannot succeed in our life. Without studying or without learning some basic things, we cannot succeed in our life. We should have idea about some basic things. Now you are studying in the 7th standard. Your parents did not admit you directly into the 7th standard. Before coming to 7th standard, you have studied lower classes. You studied play school, nursery, LKG, UKG, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. So many classes did you study? And from lower classes you learned or you studied the basics of mathematics, science, social studies, English, Hindi, Kannada, etc. You studied from your lower classes. And every year you have been studying so many things. Every year you have been studying so many things. Those things which you have studied is the basic things which will help you in the 7th standard. Imagine that you are admitted to the 7th standard directly. You don't know mathematics, you don't know science, don't know Hindi, don't know Kannada, don't know social studies. You don't know anything. But before coming to 7th standard, you studied or you covered the basic things of all the branches of knowledge you covered. So, Constitution is giving some basic rights to the people to lead a peaceful life. Those basic rights are known by what name? Fundamental rights. So we should know, or we have to understand what is the meaning of fundamental rights. Fundamental rights are those basic rights which are given by the Constitution of India to the people of India. These fundamental rights are necessary or essential for the people to lead a happy life or a pleasant life. No one in the world can stop the fundamental right of a person. Now we have to learn what are the fundamental rights which are given by the Constitution to the people of India. First one, right to equality. Equal means same. According to the Constitution of India, people have no difference in the name of religion. In the name of religion, there should not be any type of discrimination or inequality. In the name of caste, jati, there should not be any inequality or partiality between the people of India. Gender, male or female. On the of gender, there should not be any inequality in the land of India. Whether a person is a male or a female, equality should be there in the land of India. So, right to equality is an important section of fundamental right. In the name of religion, there should not be any inequality. In the name of caste, there should not be any inequality. In the name of gender, there should not be any inequality. In the name of place of birth, there should not be any inequality. So, all the people should have equality before the law. There is a right to equality. Right to freedom is another fundamental right. What are the things which are coming under right to freedom that we have seen? Right to speak. Human beings are having the rare speciality of having the power to speak. We should have the power to speak. And freedom of expression with us. We should have the freedom to show our ideas in front of the people. Participate in public meetings. I and you have been seen so many public meetings. So, all the people of India should have the right or power to participate in different types of meetings. Establish associations. You might have seen or you might have heard about different or so many associations in Karnataka. There are so many associations in the land of Karnataka. Different people have established their own associations. Teachers Association is there in Karnataka. Government Teachers Association is there in Karnataka. Private School Teachers Association is there in Karnataka. Association of Management School Teachers are there in Karnataka. Association of Private School Owners are there in Karnataka. Association of Farmers are there in Karnataka. Association of Sugar Industries are there in Karnataka. So what is that? Different associations you might have seen. Different people have established those associations. So all the people of India should have the right or power to establish associations of different types. Travel throughout India. I came from Kerala to here. Understood now? Then all the people of India should have the freedom to travel throughout the world of India, throughout the land of India in a peaceful way. Right to live in India. All the people of India should have the right to live in India peacefully, anywhere else in the land of India. Because we all are the sons of this great India. So, all the people do have the right to live anywhere else in the land of India. Then, employment, trade or profession. All the people of India do have the right to select any employment. They do have the right to select any trade or profession in the land of India. People of India are enjoying these fundamental rights. Right to freedom. Then, right against exploitation. What is the meaning of the word exploitation? We have to think. Exploitation means a person or one individual or a group of individuals are using other people for their own selfishness. That is known as exploitation. Poor people, those who are not having money, should not be exploited by other people. Women, ladies, ladies should not be exploited by other people. Children should not be exploited by other people. Aged people means those people who are having age. Aged people should not be exploited by other people. In the land of India, central governments and state governments are passing so many laws to stop exploitation of different types. In the land of India, central government and state governments have been passing so many laws to stop exploitation of different categories of people by different categories of people. For example, Government of India clearly banned the practice of dowry. What is dowry? The money which the parents of girl child, which they are giving to the family members of the girl's husband, is known as dowry. During 1961 period, Dowry Prohibition Act has been passed by the Government of India. According to Dowry Prohibition Act, receiving and giving of dowry is a punishable offence. Bonded labor. In different parts of India, you might read in your newspaper. Bonded labor is there now also, but central government and state governments have passed laws to prohibit bonded labor. Bonded labor means some rich industry owners or owners of estates are asking other people to work in their land or industries without receiving money or wage. That is bonded labor. During the olden days in the land of India, bonded labor was there. Now, central government and state governments have clearly passed laws or rules to stop bonded labor. And child labor. Central government and state governments have clearly told the central government and state governments that don't employ a child whose age is below 40 years in the industries, trade estates or agricultural land or in the business field of a person. If anybody is employing a child whose age is below 40 in the industrial field, agricultural field, trade or business field, the particular employer will be punished by the Government of India. So, this is known as right against exploitation. Freedom of religion. We know what is religion? Mother. I have my own religious belief. You are having your own religious belief. Different types of different categories of religious beliefs are there in India. All the people of India do have their own religious freedom because India is following secularism in the land of India, or we are a secular country. India is following secularism. That means Indian government is not at all encouraging or discouraging any religion of its own. All the religions of India do have the power or right to develop the land of India. India is a secular country. India is not at all a religious country. So what is that? Freedom of religion is an important fundamental right. Culture and education. What is culture? Culture means a way of life or a style of life is known as culture. All the people do have their own culture, which they are learning from their family. So what is that? All the people are having the right and power to practice their cultural belief. Education rights. All the people are having the education rights. Whether the child is from a higher caste family or from a lower caste family, all the children several types of court. Small courts are there, district courts are there, high courts are there, and Supreme Court also is there. Supreme Court is there in the land of Delhi. Then the fundamental rights are given to the people of India by the Constitution. If one person or a group of people is prohibiting or stopping the fundamental right of another person, that particular person can approach the court. That is known as constitutional remedies. So, constitutional remedies means all the people do have the right to enjoy their rights. If one person or a group of people is not allowing the person to enjoy his right, he can approach a court. Court will give chance to the particular person to enjoy his rights. These are the important fundamental rights. Once more, I will tell you children what is the meaning of fundamental rights. The name of our lesson is known as Fundamental Rights and Duties. During last day, we have completed one lesson in civics or political science. We studied about the Constitution of India. Now we have to study about fundamental rights and duties. We should know clearly what is the meaning of fundamental rights. What do you mean by fundamental rights? What are the specialities of fundamental rights? First, we have to know what is the meaning of fundamental rights. So, fundamental rights are those basic rights which are given by the Constitution of India to the people of India. So, fundamental rights are not at all given by one person to another person. Fundamental rights are there in the Constitution of India. Fundamental rights are those basic rights which are given by the Constitution of India to the citizens of India. A separate section is there in our Constitution which is telling about fundamental rights and duties. What are the important or what are the major types of fundamental rights? First one, right to equality. Samanam. Equal means same. Before independence, in the land of India there was inequality between different categories of people. Inequality was there. Now inequality is not there between different class of people. On the basis of religion, there is no inequality. People from different religions are having equality. People from different castes are having equality. On the basis of gender, that means male or female, there is no inequality in the land of India. Ladies and gents are having equality in the land of India. That is known as right to equality. Right to equality is an important fundamental right which are enjoyed by the people of India. Right to freedom. What are the things which are coming under right to freedom that we have to? Right to speak and the freedom of expression. All the people are having the right to express their ideas through writing or by speech. Indian Constitution is giving this right to freedom to all the people. All the people are having the right to speak. All the people are having the right to express their ideas. This is an important right to freedom. Participate in public meetings. You might have participated in different public meetings. I think or your parents might have participated in different public meetings. So, through public meetings, we are showing our common emotions or ideas. All the people of India are having the right to participate in public meetings. Another one is establish associations. You may be members of different associations, or different associations are there in the land of India. Now later on, farmers associations are there, bank employees associations are there, private school teachers associations are there, private school management associations are there, traders associations are there. So, different type of associations are there in the land of India. So, all the people are having the freedom to establish as many associations as they want in the land of India. Travel throughout India. All the Indian citizens are having the right to travel from one corner of India to another corner of India in a peaceful way. So what is that? Travel throughout India from one corner of India to another corner of India is an example of fundamental right. Right to live in India. All the people do have the right to travel and live anywhere else in India. A person may be born in one area and he might have studied in another area, but all the people of India or all the citizens of India are having the right to live anywhere else in India. Employment, trade or any profession. All the people of India are having the right to do any employment or job, or all the people are having the right to pursue or to seek any job. All the people of India do have the right to start any business or industry. So, all the people of India, whoever may be the case, are having the right to do any employment, or they have the right to do any work, any profession. No one can stop them from doing their employment or job. That is known as right to freedom. So, right to freedom is an important fundamental right that is given by the Constitution to the people of India. Then, right against exploitation. Right against exploitation is an important fundamental right. What is the meaning of exploitation? I have told you children. One person or a group of people are using other people for their own personal gains or for their own profit. That is known as exploitation. During the olden days in the land of India, different type of exploitations were there. But after getting independence, all types of or all categories of exploitations were cancelled by the central government. In the land of India, exploitation of poor people is banned. Exploitation of women, ladies, exploitation of children, exploitation of old people are stopped by the Constitution of India. Dowry Prohibition Act is passed by the central government during 1961. Giving and receiving of dowry is a punishable offence. Bonded labor means those workers who are working in an industry, trade, commerce or agriculture land without receiving money from the owner, that is known as bonded labor. Bonded labor has been abolished by the government child labor. Child means whose age is below 14, they are known as child. Child labor has been prohibited in the land of India by the constitution. So, right against exploitation. Right against exploitation is an important fundamental right. Freedom of religion is an important fundamental right. There are different categories of people who are living in the land of India. They are believing in different religions of their own. Some may be Muslims, some may be Christians, some may be Hindus. Some may be Jains, some may be Buddhists. Whoever may be the case, all the people of India do have the freedom of religion in India. No one can stop the religious right of a person. Cultural and education rights. Culture means a way of life, that is culture. All the people are having their own culture. And all the people of India are having the right to keep or preserve their culture. Educational rights. All the parents are having the right to give education to their children. And after maturity, all the people of India are having the right to pursue or continue their education. So, cultural freedom and educational freedom is there in the land of India. Cultural rights and educational rights are an important fundamental right of India. Next one. Right to constitutional remedies. That is an important fundamental right. If one person or a group of people is not allowing a person to enjoy his fundamental right, then he can approach the court. Court will punish those people who are not at all allowing the person to enjoy fundamental rights. This is known as constitutional remedies. Why? Because fundamental rights are given by or guaranteed by the constitution to the people. So, if one person or a group of people is not allowing a person to enjoy this fundamental right, he can approach any court. Court means Adalat or Nyaya. The court will punish those people who are not at all allowing the person to enjoy his fundamental rights. So, there are different types of fundamental rights in the land of India. I think children, you are able to follow today's video.